loud radio show on the planet. E-Block Radio.
Check one, check two. All right, we in, dog. Live in the motherfucking building. Man, Jay just checked in. Brad just checked in. What up, though? I don't have monk money, though. Let me see where his sound is at. So we can get this shit to actually work. Of course not. Of course it's not going to work, dog. Why would it work? Because we need it to work. That's why it won't work. Of course. Simple. Check one. All right, Mom, say something.
What up, dog?
All right, I think we got you. All right, IG Live probably can't hear you, but that's okay. We good everywhere else. Show us. I know you sharing, nigga, but you looking goofy as hell frozen.
Go.
Man, it's good ass tea. Had us good ass conversation. All right, bet we got you. I wonder what it sound like though. I see the levels going up, but I don't really know.
Well, let's go then.
Oh shit, look at that straight down there.
Guess so. All right, you ready, dog?
Let's go.
Brad said you can hear you. All right, bet. All right, let's do it. Yo, you know what it is, man. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet.
That would be Earth, niggas.
Straight from the E-Block Radio live on your dial right this moment, man. It's your boy, Q Lewis. Yeah. Live from the 4205. I'm not excited about today, though. Anyway, I got Angry Man in the building.
Yeah.
My man Monk Money holding it down.
You already know.
For sure, man. I'm sorry, dog. Like I was pumped to start the show, and then the reality of what we talking about today just set in. I ain't excited about this shit, dog.
No, you paused like a motherfucker.
Yeah, cause like I wanted to be all enthusiastic and be all excited and shit, but I'm really not, dog. And it's a conversation we gotta have. Obviously, I didn't do it on Friday because I wasn't ready. But all right, fuck it, let's talk about some other shit, man. How was y'all niggas' weekends? Shit, fuck. Brad said, "What up, bro?"
What up, though? Hey, man, it was constructive shit, you know what I'm saying? Getting the Easy Street back popping, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
About trying to get it going before the 15th. Might
right.
move the date, I don't know, because the 15th is Friday. So I'll be open up for Friday and Saturday, then Sunday, close Monday and Tuesday. I don't know.
It's too late because I already told everybody Friday, so now you got to do it.
Okay.
We just use Friday and Saturday, to get y'all prepared for Monday.
Yeah, it probably
I
won't.
open on Monday.
Well, Tuesday, rather.
Yeah. I might still do that. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Just knock the dust off everybody real quick.
Knock the dust off. Everybody ain't gonna be nobody in there but two motherfuckers. Right. What about you, Angry Man? What's popping with you this weekend?
Nothing.
That's it. All right. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Angry Man to do shit this weekend. Nothing new on Netflix. More money.
I watched some shit. Molly something with Idris Elba in there. And that shit was pretty dope.
What the
I
fuck
watched
is
that
that?
shit last night.
I'm not hip.
It's called Molly something. Molly's Factors, something like that. Pretty dope.
No, I'm still watching Ballers.
I ain't got hip to that shit, dog.
Yeah, I'm still fighting.
Yeah.
Hey,
do it still come on? Like, do new ones still come on, or is it just a?
I don't know. I'm just gonna roll and keep going.
I feel you. Nigga Bo just checked in. What up, though? Said he can't wait to get some of that Easy Street child.
For sure, good looking out, my guy.
No doubt, dog. Shit, this weekend was pretty dope, man. We recorded. Speaking of Bo, man, shout out to Bo. We recorded episode of Beers, Bourbon, Whiskey, which is coming out next Wednesday. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm excited about this episode we recorded yesterday. If anybody follow Bo on his social media, you probably seen all the artillery or some of the artillery that he had. But the conversation was about black gun ownership, and like when I tell you it was a dope ass informational ass conversation, dog. I think it's gonna be a game changer, dog. So be on the lookout for that next Wednesday, dog, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on E Block Radio, dog. So it's a dope ass conversation. Let me see.
I need to get with Bo, man.
Yes,
I need to ask
definitely.
him some questions on some guns. I need to get something new.
Yeah, that and also for what you're trying to do later on.
Yeah, for sure.
this nigga Brad say, shout out to niggas who don't know the name of shit on Netflix. Goofy ass. Right, because this nigga probably completely fucked the name up. I don't even know what shit you talking about. I'm pretty sure that.
I guarantee I did.
Right. Shit,
Oh, y'all niggas froze, man.
Who froze?
Yeah.
Oh, he probably froze. Oh, I don't know. The whole shit might be frozen. I ain't sure. Let me see what else popped off this weekend, man. Shout out to Coco J, man. Came through and visited the fam. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. Shit, I think that was about it, dog. I'm stalling like a motherfucker, man. I ain't ready to have this conversation, dog.
We already running late.
We are running late, but we gonna run a little commercial first and shit. All right, so look, today, man, if you just now checking in, we are talking about the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, and not just the murder, but like the shit surrounding it too. And also, I gotta say a couple things about Candace Owens. I really don't want to talk about that motherfucker, but some of the shit. I know, right? Some of the shit she tweeted, bro. I don't get it, bro. So we gonna talk about all that shit and some of the new details that came up about everything that went down. So we just gonna have a little conversation about that. And I'm gonna try not to be angry and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get my vibe back because right now my vibe dead still. I'm gonna try to bring it back though. We're gonna have a good conversation though, hopefully. Make sure y'all chime in. If you're not hip to everything that's going on, you can Google it real quick when we go to commercial break. And then we go get back and we go talk about some of this shit. Don't forget, man, April, May 15th, man. Easy Street Saloon back in the building, man. But we about to run these commercials real quick. So we'll be back in like 1 minute. If you're on IG Live, what's the other shit? Twitter Live or YouTube Live, man, hit us in the comment box. We want to know, what are your thoughts on the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, all right? It's the jogger down in Georgia. We go get into that. Hit me in the comment box, man. Let me know what your ideas is. We go get right back to it in just about 1 minute. But till then, you already know what it is. The Livest Cloud Radio Show on the planet.
And that will be Herb Cuss.
Straight from the E Block Radio, live on your dial right this moment, dog. We'll be back in about 1 minute.
Hey.
Stop stalling, B.
The livest cloud radio show on the planet. E Block Radio.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back.
Guess who's back?
Check 1, check 2. Back in the building, man. Monk Money, say something.
What up, dog?
All right, yeah, we can hear you.
All
right, we back. I got you. All right, man, we back, dog. Thank y'all for checking out the commercial breaks, man. Of course, again, Easy Street Saloon back open for carry out only May 15th. Pull up, dog. Get your call in, get your order, and one of our lovely wait staff will bring it out for you curbside. You know what I'm saying?
Monk.
Yo.
Don't let this nigga hard work go to waste, man.
I'm not gonna overdo it, cuz.
I mean, he can't be having 4 poke daddies a week now.
Poke daddies.
Hope that-
All right, let's get to it, man. You already know what it is. The Livest Cloud radio show on the planet.
Earth, cuz.
Straight from the E-Block Radio live on your dial right this moment, man. I got Monk Money and motherfucking Angry Man holding it down.
Yep.
Smoke something, folks.
For sure, man. Of course, it's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, dog. All right, let's get to it, dog. I'm stalling like a motherfucker. It's 10:30. Let's talk about this shit, dog. All right, so the murder. First of all, Angry Man, what you got to say about that shit, though? Like, what was your first thoughts when you first heard about this shit?
My first thoughts was, hell, ain't shit changed, man.
Mm-hmm.
They still doing the same shit. I mean, my thing is, what are white folks really trying to prove, man? I mean, are y'all really trying to, take it there? Because you only can poke the bear so many times, dog.
Right.
And this bear in this situation been getting poked for years, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, years.
For sure.
It's kind of like y'all trying to start some shit. We trying to stay the fuck out the way, trying to chill, trying to get
Right.
along. Y'all still stuck on that, that. I mean, because I don't know. I probably do, but I can honestly say I don't know that many black races.
Yeah.
Like flat out, like how they are.
Yeah.
They still to the
Uncle
point.
Ruckus ass niggas.
Yeah, they still to the point where they still killing us out here. Just
Yeah.
snatching us up and doing what the fuck they want to do.
Right.
When the fuck are they gonna let that shit go, man? I mean,
Yeah.
what are you trying to accomplish?
That's a great question. That's a really great
I mean,
question. I wish somebody could answer that
Yeah,
shit.
what by doing things like this and still being racist? What are you trying to get out of this
Yeah.
shit? You know what I mean? Are you honestly trying to start some shit? Because
They think they race is superior to everything else.
I mean, and that's fine. That's fine. You can think your race is superior. That I don't have an issue with that part because I think my race is superior.
Dog, look, real quick, dog. Maya just checked in. What up, Maya? She basically said that same thing. She said, "What's up?" Definitely couldn't watch the video. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I haven't watched the video. Like, I haven't watched the shit, so I can't even comment on the video. I mean, I know the details. I didn't want to see it. At some point, I'll probably watch it, but I don't know. So she said, as a mom of a black son, the thought breaks my heart. I want to know, why are racist white people so insecure, dog? This is exactly what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly what you're saying.
I think if they just get it in their head that I got to go back to my man. Motherfucker, stop. Just stop. I mean,
Right.
if y'all quit this shit, the world might be a better motherfucking place. Because
Yeah.
it ain't us fucking with nobody. It ain't the Mexicans fucking with nobody. It
Yeah.
ain't the motherfucking Arabs fucking with nobody. Think about every war we done had. They started that shit.
Yeah.
We ain't did shit to no goddamn body.
So let me just throw this in real quick, Money, before you jump in.
What up, bro?
Let me see. Somebody. Oh, Venus just checked in. What up, though? We ain't heard from Venus in a minute. For sure. What up, though? But yeah. So let me jump in here real quick. Candace Owens, right?
Oh my god, whore.
So she posted some shit, basically, I guess, saying that something happened, and apparently, like, I guess he went into that, like, this open construction home or something, and I guess this was taken as some type of breaking and entering, right? All right, so she's saying that the whole narrative of him being a innocent jogger is some shit that black people perpetuating, and basically saying, like, he basically a criminal, right? All right, so let's look at this. Let's say he actually did. Let's say that, just for shits and giggles, let's say he did break into a house, right? So
Yeah.
after the fact and shit, it's cool for citizens to, like, basically stalk a man down and kill him and shit. Like, that makes sense. Like, I don't even understand, like, Candace Owens, though. I don't want to keep saying her name because I don't want to give her, like, that much light. But it's like, I really wonder what her intentions are. Like, cause I just don't even know. That's why
Man,
fuck
the
this
game,
whole
bro.
conversation.
It's all for her game, bro. She put down her race, our race, and her people to fucking uplift herself, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That shit is just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like that. I didn't understand none of that shit, bro. Like, I'm so confused still to the fact that
Dog.
if this man was jogging, and if he was jogging, and if he did break it and enter, damn, he can't, you know what I'm saying, see the court.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Let's get right to the court and push death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit. I mean, that shit is the obvious. And I
Right.
don't see how she can even look at it any other kind of way. Shit, it was on videotape. It is what it is. It's 3 against 1. You could
Right.
have pinned that nigga down. You
Or you, or
said
you,
you put bullets in him.
you could have called the police. You could have just fucking called the police. Like I
That's
don't.
it. They do that all the time too. So why the
Hell
fuck
yeah.
you didn't do that?
This shit is all bad. And I think for her, it make it more upsetting to me, just like cause she black. I gotta stop. I gotta lower my expectations for all black people, obviously, cause all black people they not gonna be on board. So I don't even know why I gave it justice, but like,
Candace Ruckus, that bitch.
Candace Ruckus, right? For some reason, I be trying to, you know what? This the thing about Candace Owens, and I'm gonna leave her whole little shit alone. But I think the reason why I be trying so hard to understand where she coming from is because I want to disagree with her, but it's hard to disagree or agree with somebody when you don't have a clue where the fuck they coming from. Like I don't get it. I really don't understand. Like some of the shit just looks so much like antics, nigga. It's just like. It's like she's not even a real person. It's like, who is this bitch, dog, in real life? Like, you can have all your beliefs that you want to be. You can be right wing, left wing, politics, all that shit. But at some point, it's got to make rational sense, bro. And it just don't make rational sense.
Well, let me ask this: where anybody know where she's from?
Connecticut.
Okay, I'm guessing a suburban part of Connecticut.
I'm not sure, but I also just found out this morning that she sued her high school for discrimination with help from the NAACP. So at some point,
Oh my god!
at some point, she might have been a regular black human being. At some point, I don't know.
Oh well. No, because most of the time, you know, when you get when you get black folk to do that, they never were, you know, inner city kids or never been in the hood before. And
it's a possibility.
I mean, you know, they could be like some of them good, clean white folk.
Clean white folks.
That's on the outside that never been in the hood, like the ones we encountered with in college that never seen black people before.
Yeah.
That you know, everything they hear is on the news, everything they see is on the news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it could be one of those situations.
I mean, possibly.
Where she never actually, she probably come from a place where she never seen this shit on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like how we
Shit,
do.
she just fucking sued her high school. Yes, she did. She see that shit regularly.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
That got everything to do with everything. She just sued her high school, so she know the struggle.
She just
She
wants
know the
some
struggle.
money. She don't know the struggle. If she knew the struggle, she wouldn't have said what she said and tweeted what she tweeted. That's not knowing the struggle.
That's what's confusing me, bro. Like, how she gonna sue somebody with the NAACP and then turn around and say, "Fuck this nigga, he was a thief."
To get her name out there.
I mean, that's basically what she said. I think that shit is so inflammatory. Like, if you go say something about that, then you got to make it clear. You got to make it clear on the back end of that you are not saying that he was supposed to die. Because if you don't make that clear, then it sounds so retarded. Like I can't imagine. So even like so at this point in the video, like again from what I understand, because I haven't watched it, but from what I understand, basically it was kind of like they was waiting on him. You know what I'm saying? And then they calling it self-defense because he grabbed the gun. But like if you pulled a shotgun on me, I'm probably gonna wrestle with that bitch too. Like
what was he doing? So what was he doing then?
Exactly.
Just outside with a shotgun.
Right. No, dog.
Just outside chilling with the shotgun.
It's fucking all bad. But look, this is the even worse thing about the shit is that the shit happened in February. Like this is 4 months later, nigga.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know this shit happened.
They wasn't gonna book them boys, bro.
They wasn't.
Trust me, if those 3 dudes was racist and they was known racist and they fucking hunt down somebody out here backing them. Somebody backing them racist motherfuckers.
I was just getting ready.
It's the police.
Nope.
Attorney.
That's what it is.
All the motherfuckers.
That's what it is, and that's what I was gonna say. I can't remember her name and shit. I gotta look that shit up. But apparently, the police officers who came to the scene, they said that they had enough information from witnesses and shit that they wanted to make an arrest right then. But apparently, the fucking DA is the white dude homie and shit. Is a lady and shit. Like they friends, and the DA told them to relax on that shit right now. Like don't arrest them. So you absolutely right.
You know what? I don't know if y'all gonna agree with me on this. It may sound stupid, but fuck it, I'm saying it.
What up?
A lot of this shit that drag out like this, I believe, is for riot control. I believe for some things, if they can sweep it under the rug after 4 months later, all right, just let it go. We'll let it die down. If they ain't talking about it, rhetoric, this, that, and other, marching on social media talking about it. But if people come forward, like, it's coming out to the light now, and I believe sometimes they say, okay, no, y'all three ain't worth it. Y'all got to go.
Dog, and you know what? I think you absolutely right, because, again, in Georgia, I don't know if y'all been watching, I think it's on HBO, it's what is it called? Atlanta, like missing children or some shit. So like back in the 80s, like all these kids
had missing in Atlanta.
Yeah, all these kids end up missing, like getting killed and shit, and they blamed it on this black dude, right? And after watching the series, like all of the information point back to the fact that it probably really wasn't him. It was probably like this group of like Klansmen and shit, right? So they haven't been able to prove it. So dude like still in jail. But after all of that information and shit, they said exactly that, is that that they feel like the government decided that it was gonna be less likely that it would be a riot or something if they blame this shit on the black dude. Mm-hmm. And like that is all the way fucked up. I'm gonna tell you, there's two reasons why that's fucked up. For one, you blame a nigga who may or may not have done the shit. But the second thing is that just goes to show how motherfucking forgiving we are. Like they agree that we can get ourselves in trouble and it's less likely to be a riot. You know what I'm saying? Like how fucking so what do that make you feel like they think about you in the first place? Like we back to square one around this bitch, bro.
I told you we ain't left square.
Said we never left that bitch in the first place.
We still there. Ain't nobody went no goddamn way.
Man,
but like I said, I believe. Look at all the big cases, man. I believe it's all fucking riot control.
Yeah.
If they would have, people might have started coming forward talking about they about to tear Connecticut up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they probably was like, all right, fuck it, y'all three.
Oh, you mean Georgia?
Yeah, Georgia, Connecticut. I mean, I'm talking about Connecticut, where
where girl from?
Yeah,
okay.
where my man got married.
It's in Georgia.
It was in Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you see what I'm saying? Riot control. Y'all three ain't worth it. And then by her motherfucking my man homie being the goddamn DEA. They probably ain't gonna get no real time, no motherfucking way. They probably gonna hide their ass off in the system.
That's the thing. Definitely with having a friend and as a DA.
They gonna tuck their ass off in some country club somewhere.
Brad say he's not agreeing with her, but everyone is entitled to their outlook on every worldly situation. Isn't that what a podcast is about? So again, I agree with that statement wholeheartedly, and that's why I really like in real life was trying to understand where she's coming from. But it's just inconceivable, nigga. I don't know where the fuck she coming from with that shit.
Yeah, like, I don't understand the statement at all. I don't understand it at all.
These fake ass numbers she covered up with, nigga. It was like 85% of all violent crimes in real life. Like, I'm supposed to buy that black people are 85% of the motherfucking criminal element, nigga. 85%.
It ain't even that many of us, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, bitch, please. That's all I'm saying. Like, you right. Everybody entitled to their opinion. That's why, honestly, I be trying to understand where she coming from, just so I can disagree and it makes sense. But I can't disagree when the whole shit don't make sense. I can't agree or disagree. You know what I'm saying? Venus said,
I can fuck that bitch.
She said I can fuck that bitch.
Hey, she trying to uplift herself. You know what I'm saying? And this is what she was want to do. You know, she got us talking about the bitch. We gonna say this bitch name all the time. She done Kanye West our ass, and we still talking about her. That's exactly what the fuck she did.
Kanye West and shit. Venus said, to be honest, I think they have some kind of hidden organization that pays off a big cash payment if you can kill a black man on camera and get away with it. It's probably at your own risk. Damn, you think so?
Man,
ain't no telling, huh?
Shit they do surprise me, man.
You ain't bullshitting. Daniel Ferguson just checked in. What up, though? He said that shit is crazy. It definitely is, dog. Again, this is why I struggle with this shit the whole weekend on even having a conversation, because I didn't think I was capable for real, and still at this point I haven't watched the video. I think maybe today I might actually watch it. Like, you know how some shit you know what happened, like, so you ain't necessarily gotta see it, but I guess I kind of want to see it though.
I think
it's crazy, bro.
I think you should, because I'm gonna watch it. I think you should.
Yeah.
I watched it already.
You watched it already, Monk?
Yeah.
Shit, I
think shit like this.
They rolled down that boy like in a pickup truck, bro, like on some racist shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real. All they was missing was the sheets.
Right. Now, see, if we when we get back to doing shit like that, like the Black Panthers and shit, then they want to change all the laws, and all of a sudden the NRA is all of a sudden the NRA is about gun control now and shit. You know what I'm saying? Once we start arming ourselves and defending ourselves and shit, and that's the scary thing about like the NRA and like the government when it comes to gun control. Because like I was watching this show, we was out at Bo Crib yesterday watching this interview. Just happened to be with Candace Owens and this dude named Maj Toure, and like he like a real gun activist, but he like libertarian or something, like damn near Republican. But his views on gun control and like the ability to bear arms, I think it's something that I can agree with, because definitely you don't want to be with a party that's trying to restrict guns, because at the end of the day, we the ones who go be behind the 8 ball. Like we'll be the ones who aren't able to defend ourselves. So that whole conversation about guns is just it made me curious. Like, what would have happened if my man had a gun though? You know what I'm saying? And like he got approached with somebody with a shotgun and he turned around and shot him. I'm feeling like he probably would have got arrested right on the spot. And to me, that would have been self-defense. Not this shit that they trying to call self-defense.
It ain't self-defense. It wouldn't be self-defense because you shot the DA's homeboy.
Well, yeah, it was gonna be a whole nother thing and shit. And that's when I say
cold-hearted lynching, bro.
Cold-hearted lynching, for real. I feel that. And for them to be trying to bring up, they always try to say, but this is why it happened. Like that doesn't, whatever the nigga did, like it didn't constitute that.
Bring some dirt up on him, some dirt up on a nigga, like
right, like
Trayvon Martin. He was smoking weed. So what, bitch? Right. I'm smoking right now.
Right. Speaking of which, I'm about to smoke right now. Venus said it happens too many times. Think about it. I couldn't watch the whole video. I started screaming and crying, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I didn't want to watch it originally. I think after we having this conversation today, I probably will go ahead and watch it, just to kind of see, and then probably write something fucking long and horrible and shit, and then before I hit send on Facebook, probably erase it and shit and go watch TV. You know, you make them long ass text messages and then decide at the last minute, like, I ain't gonna send that shit.
Yeah.
They still doing the shit because the shit ain't happening to them.
Right.
Now, if other races posse up and just start snatching their ass up, and then watch how fucking crazy they start acting.
Oh yeah, then we gonna be black nationalists and shit like that. You know, then we gonna be terrorists then for sure.
Yeah.
Terrorism. Yeah, for sure. Let me see. Let's go to the comment box to see what's going on. Rita checked in on IG. What up, though? Black love is power. What up, though? That's the CMOS boss. What up, though?
What up, though?
So he said, only the slave can free itself. No one gonna give us justice. She is a conservative and has an agenda to push like all politicians. Her agenda is off the chain. Like, I don't want to talk about her no more. All right, I'm done. I don't want to talk about her no more. There's something wrong with that motherfucker, dog.
Like you said, she probably just need to better explain herself.
I don't know.
Ain't no explaining that.
It ain't no explaining that shit. Well,
numbers and shit she came up with.
The fake ass numbers, right? And it's people that that vibe with her though, and I think that's scarier than anything. Like, but in this I don't want to stick it on politics, but in this Trump era though, white people are just brazen to do whatever the fuck they want to now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why shit like this is able to happen. And you can talk about all the stats about how much crime black people committing and all of this extra shit, but like none of that is supposed to legitimize a situation like this.
These motherfuckers been waiting 8 years to do this shit.
Yeah, no, I did.
They've been waiting 8 years, nigga.
Yeah, let me see that lighter.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's no contest, bro. It's no contest, though. They've been murdering us they've been hunting us and murdering us down for fucking all my life, all years, all my grandmother life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This shit been going on for years. Like, I don't understand how that statement can even be made. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, definitely there's black on black crime. There's white on white crime, too. It's Asian on Asian crime.
Right,
it's
exactly. Proximity,
Russian
nigga.
on Russian crime. It's everybody's fucking crime. Like, I don't understand it. Like, it's the comment that she made and all that shit, though, just don't make no sense at all. At all, bro. And I'm not justifying shit the bitch say. I understand what she's saying. She don't give a fuck. She want to uplift herself, make herself look good to these white folks.
Shit, this nigga, he angry man today.
Yeah. Her
It's
book.
buffoonery, bro. It pisses me off, bro, because that man was ran down, drove down. They drove down. They chasing this boy.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you? I don't understand. They chasing this nigga in a truck
Yeah.
and jumped down on him on shot with shotties.
Right.
If he had a gun, he could have popped all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. And it was on tape. But he still would have went to jail.
Well,
Hell
For
yeah.
some kind of technicality, they would have came up, pulled out their ass, and he would have went to jail.
For sure.
well, she's definitely accomplished her goal, I guess. Her book will be out, Lonely at the Top. It'll be out next week, I guess.
Oh yeah, she got a book coming out. Yeah.
See?
Yeah, she
I
do.
didn't even know that.
Oh, she literally got a book though, like for real, for real.
See?
Yeah, that's always some kind of agenda, man. That's
Well,
definitely on the thing. And but she been around for a while and shit, pushing this same kind of rhetoric and shit though. But white people love it, I guess. And she love it, I guess. I don't know. So like in a situation like this, like I said, apparently the dude friend is a DA or whatever. That shit make it almost like, I mean, when you really look at the reality of things, that's how it is. Like the government, I mean, I guess we call it the government, law enforcement, all that shit. Like, so a lot of white people are so heavily entrenched into all of those like legs of the law, legs of the government and shit. It kind of leave you in a position where it's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Like even when you're a legal law-abiding citizen, it's like you still behind the 8 ball, nigga. That's a fucked up thing. Like, so we was talking about this yesterday on the other show. Like with that kind of shit in your mind and shit, how do you explain this type of shit to your kids? Like how do you prepare them for this? Or because you can't act like it ain't happening.
mm-hmm.
So how do you do it, and how soon do you tell them like you too can be shot down while jogging? You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, that's reality.
you said immediately.
No, that's reality. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to keep it real, I don't give a damn what neighborhood you in. You can be shot down by jogging in any neighborhood.
You said any neighborhood, right?
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you have to explain it a little deeper, and you got to go a little further in depth.
Yeah.
You know, then that's going to take you back to, that's going to force you to teach your kids history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're going to have to see where this shit generated from, where it came from. You're going to have to answer a whole lot of uncomfortable questions, but that's part of being a parent any goddamn way.
No, for sure.
Exactly. I remember riding with my oldest son, and he used to be so terrified from the cops, bro. He could see them bitches from 6 blocks away, bro. He like, he was like, he was on it. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point when I got stopped one time, he cried. He was in fucking in tears, bro, scared as shit. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And
not
that's for
supposed
me.
to be like that.
Instilling in him that the police ain't shit.
Yeah.
It ain't supposed to be like that.
Yeah, it definitely shouldn't be like
supposed
that.
to be like that.
Hell no. Venus said they got a pic circulating of the father in a white supremacy group. Yeah. I mean that shit. I ain't had to see no pictures to know that shit.
But you know,
right.
for them to do what they did and how they did it, they had to know when shit really gonna happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I said, it's more to that. DA just they friends. You know what I'm saying? For you to do exactly what you did, because you did it without a conscience. You did it. You just like it was motherfucking 1912. You know that's how y'all treated that situation.
Right. I'm just curious, since that shit happened in February and we didn't get wind of it till a few months later because of the social media outcry.
Like I said, because I believe they were trying to let it die down.
Yeah.
That's the only explanation.
But like, I wonder what happened. Like, was it any investigation? Like, or I mean, because like police was on the scene and then everybody just went home. Like, nigga,
Bro,
how is that possible?
So
I guarantee
you mean to tell
there's
me
more cases just as his, bro. That they try to let die down. More cases.
Yeah,
more.
absolutely. You know what I'm saying? This is one of them situations where you're going to have to bring the feds in on that motherfucker, man. You know, I mean, because normally when the feds come in, the feds going to get to the bottom of the shit regardless.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? DA or not. Yeah. You know what I mean? The feds come in, and it's sad you got to take it that far, but for them to ride up and do the way they did it, and then, so let me understand something. So they gunned this guy down, right? Mm-hmm. Cops show up. Did they just tell them the guys to go home?
I guess somehow, like I don't know if like they got took to the station or whatever, but in that process, the DA reached out and said, "Nah, so unhook them niggas."
So the cops was like, "Nah, we got enough evidence to hook and book him."
Yeah, they claimed that they was ready to arrest him right then, but they said after the urging of the DA and shit is why they didn't. which means like this, the DA was their homie and shit. So they like, nah, let him go and shit.
So, nah. See, this is one of them. I wish Johnny Cochran situations was here. You know what I mean? No, because there's no way in hell we got evidence that you gunned this man down, and then y'all just let him go.
Institutional racism, niggas. Welcome.
I mean, I know why it happened.
Right.
I mean, I'm not lost on that at all.
Right.
I'm not lost on that at all. But
She said that big cash payout. Like it ain't a lot of times. Like with that, it should be so entrenched. It ain't even about the money. It's about the power. You know what I'm saying? DA got some power on somebody, and this go. You know, she got the power to fuck up they pension, so they got to do what she say, and then she got to do what the federal government say, and then like it's just a big ass circle, and we get caught in the middle.
What you know is who you know, bro. It ain't what you know is who you know for sure.
That's why they did what they did, how they did it, because they knew wasn't shit really gonna happen to them.
Yeah,
they knew. Yeah, I mean, for you to commit a crime like that, you what's that shit you always say? You need counseling.
Duh, nigga need counseling.
Yeah, I guess, or you know, ain't shit about to happen. You know, you already know we can get away with this shit.
Yeah. So look, let's talk about this real quick because it's almost 11, and even though we started late, we ain't gonna hold y'all too long. But so what you think? What you think gonna happen, dog?
Nothing.
So they got charged. You don't think nothing gonna come out of it?
Like I said, they probably gonna tuck them away in a country club somewhere and let it die down.
Something has to happen now, bro, because it's got too much light. Too much light.
No, I'm telling you what. This is what I believe. They're gonna find them guilty. Okay. They're gonna show them taking these niggas to a prison for about 24 hours. After that, they're gonna tuck their ass away in some goddamn country club. All right, shut up, niggas. They're in jail. That's it.
I'm gonna tell you what I think gonna happen. What I think gonna happen is that so somebody filmed it and shit, right? Somebody taped it. So I think what they gonna do is try to
find a loophole in that.
Yeah, and by doing that, they gonna say they gonna try to charge them with premeditated murder, and they're not gonna be able to prove that. And then they go get off, cause like you can get like if it's really a murder rap, but it's not like premeditated, and they charge them with that. Then, like legally, they innocent of that, which means they get let go. Like it's just kind of the semantics on the way they charge motherfuckers, and like it can kind of catch you up, even with it being either way. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's probably.
Bullshit. I think they gonna give them throw the book at them because it's too much light on it, bro. Everybody and their mama talking about it. You know
it's also a southern state though. Let's never forget about that.
They're not cops. If they were cops, then I could have said something different. But they're not cops, bro. They might be
said they ain't the police, huh?
It's the South, nigga.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's
the South still. Let me see. Venus said, think about how was it convenient for the camera guy to be behind him. Yeah, I think all that was like a setup. Like, I mean, all of that was a setup, but proving it in the court of law is always a little more difficult, nigga. Which means they end up getting off.
I don't see how black folks live in the South anyway.
I don't see how difficult it is. We see it right here on camera.
Right. This nigga about to be mad about this shit.
I guess that's why everybody from Alabama live in Michigan.
Yeah. That nigga Bo said the dude that taped it got a lawyer because they've been saying he's a suspect. Yeah, so he definitely a suspect too though. Yeah, and he gotta be right.
I mean, so you was just randomly outside and saw a truck ride past and just start filming the motherfucker.
Right, exactly. I mean, but you know what? So let's say that he wasn't a real accomplice, right? Let's say he was just a nigga passing by and jumped out and filmed it. That show you right there what the climate is anyway. Because why would he feel the need to tape it? Because he knew some bullshit was about to happen. Right. So even if he wasn't like in on it, like he noticed that these niggas was stalking this motherfucker and he knew something was about to happen.
Yeah. So instead of recording, he could have called the fucking police.
Yeah, I know, but you know how that shit go.
Yeah,
Hey, but look though, what about this though? And it's not even funny. I don't know why I'm smiling, but I mean, what's even more terrifying is that if he'd have called the police, the result might have been the same. just from the police instead of them.
He,
Now that's the scary part when you really think about that shit.
he was at Smitty's the night before.
This nigga said Smitty's.
I heard him talking about it at the bar.
This nigga said Smitty's. There's always a country ass bar called Smitty's.
Some heat of the night shit.
Right in the heat of the night, right, nigga.
He was at Smitty's and heard him talking about it.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, some more money. What you say, dog? Cause my bag, I jumped all in front of you and shit. What you think gonna happen, dog?
Nothing.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying nothing. What happened on what?
Like after they get charged, like what you think gonna happen to the two dudes, the dude and
I
the
think they
son?
gonna book. Like I said it. I think they gonna book their ass, bro, because they not cops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can be expendable. You know what I'm saying? They did this shit in the limelight with a camera in front of them. That's their fault. That's what the white supremacists are gonna say. It's their damn fault. They did it right there in fucking broad daylight. You know we take them to the woods. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So that right there.
Right. I don't know why I laughed at that either.
Man, that DA about to try the shit out this case.
Dog, and that's the thing. So
Can't.
This is what I want though.
But if it's supposed to be a jury trial, from what I understand, right?
Yeah, it should be. It's gotta be.
I mean, if it's an all-white jury, man, it's over.
But this is what I need though. Like I obviously they obviously they murdered this man, right? I think that's obvious to everybody. Even if the court of the law can't prove it, I think it's obvious because it's on film. Just like when we thought Rodney King shit was obvious on film, but whatever. But I want something more. I want them to pay for the murder. But I want all this shit to come out though. I want that connection with the DA to come out. I want the whatever connection she got to somebody else to come out. Cause that's where the problem is. It ain't these two white motherfuckers who just arrogant enough to feel like they can kill niggas and shit. It ain't them. It's the other shit. It's the fact that they got a DA on speed dial. It's the fact that she can get them out of getting arrested for doing shit like this. That's the part I want. I want the shit that's entrenched in there to get touched on. You know, like when we watch what's that shit? American Gangster and shit. Like, I know, like, they call a nigga a snitch or whatever, but in real life, that's the part that I wanted, though. Like, I mean, not fuck the drug shit, but, yeah, fuck the drug shit, but the fucking, the crooked-ass police and shit, and the police force, and, like, the whole entrenched, like, shit that's behind it, that's what I want to get the light on. Shit, the fucking DA need to be on trial. You know what I'm saying? For getting these niggas off the hook. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't motherfuckers untouchable,
ain't
bro.
no regular town lawyer gonna be able to pull that off, nigga.
I know, right? But
that's gonna have to be something the feds gonna have
gotta
to
be
do.
fucking Matlock and shit.
Yeah.
Matlock in this bitch.
Horatio or something.
Right, fucking Horatio.
More motherfuckers gonna come up dying. You know what I mean?
No, for real. And I mean, how the fuck? I don't even know what to say about that.
Like
shit,
I said, ain't no regular town lawyer gonna be able to prove that. Well, they can prove it, but you know, his car might lose a brake line or something.
I think I know what time it is, dog. It's time to stop protesting and shit, man. Jog with your pistol, nigga. Shoot motherfuckers. Now, see, they don't want us to start talking like that. If we 85% of the criminal element, bitch, I'm gonna show you some criminals. You know what I'm saying? Like Money said earlier and shit. How long you gonna poke the motherfucking bear, bro?
No, I said that.
Oh, you said that shit. Okay, my bad. Yeah, how long you gonna poke that motherfucker for real?
No, it's like the old black guy said. You know how you kill racism?
No.
Shoot back.
No, shoot back up. Right. I mean, basically, and that's what I mean. But who? Maybe we've been waiting too long for conflict. Yeah, and I hate to say that, nigga, but I'm just because I'm kind of a little bit nonviolent and shit these days in my softer years. But
you sound like Martin Luther King. Now, how long? Not long.
I'm just saying, like, how long, man, before we gonna have to have a serious confrontation? And then we got that conversation we have all the time about who you can take with you, and then it's a very small percentage that's gonna be, for lack of a better term, willing to die for this shit. You know what I'm saying? We got some people. Rita just checked in again on IG. What up, though? Yeah, if y'all got some last minute comments, man, let me know what y'all think about this whole case. I think that the last question that was going around is, what do you think is gonna happen to the two dudes? Like, you think they could really go face some time, or like, what you think gonna happen? Money said they gonna throw the book at him and should just make an example. I'm not so sure.
I hope they do. But
I hope so, but yeah.
I'm kind of stuck on what you're saying. They're gonna find some type of loophole technicality in that shit.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I think. Rita said it's also time for us to find a safe haven an emergency meeting place for when shit really hit the fan.
But see,
That's some real
Africa.
shit.
But see, the thing on
He
that,
said Africa.
shit,
Motherfucker.
we're gonna have to defend ourselves against the Africans when we get over there.
Right.
You know, they don't fuck with
they
us
can't say
nowhere.
that, man.
Right. Mabutu gonna be kicking our ass
Yeah,
and shit.
Kinte's ass gonna be over there. You know what I mean? But no.
We retarded, though.
Right, but damn, I lost my train of thought.
My bad.
No, to piggyback over what Rita said, I agree. But one thing me and Kodak always talking about, man, we'll come up with some brilliant shit, then tell it.
Then tell everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't keep shit to ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't take a page out of the Muslims, but you know, I mean, you got to damn near die to get information from them, and you can be part of the Muslims for 20 years.
Bruh, I didn't know this. Dog, you see that comment Bo just put in there? He said the prosecutor is a black woman, Republican black woman. We in trouble.
What?
Damn, we in trouble.
The what?
We in trouble, dog. The prosecutor, dog.
The day was cool. It was black.
Huh? No. The DA was white. I'm talking about the one that's prosecuting the trial at this point.
The one that's prosecuting the two guys.
The two guys, yeah. So that's. Yeah, not that she not go do her job well, but something, and it's I don't want to get stuck in the politics and like political parties and shit, but it's always something about black Republican that just don't strike well with me and shit. Though. Like I don't know. I guess everybody got to decide what party to go be a part of. Like in real life, I can't really declare any party because I think as a whole, the whole system of politics is some bullshit. So I feel like if I choose a party, that just mean I'm with some of the bullshit and I'm not. So I feel like I need to be able to pick and choose
let's
in
hope
between.
she's one of them Republicans that's, because you know you got some black Republicans that's are pro-black as long as you don't fuck with their money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got those Republicans that, you know, black Republicans are just Republicans because of the money situation.
Yeah.
That tax shit.
Right.
You don't want nobody fucking with their money. So let's cross our fingers and hope she one of those.
Yeah, I'm hopeful though.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And it's like, and she's stuck too though because like, unfortunately, being a black woman, if she come in with that whole agenda, it's gonna be kind of tossed back in her face too though. Like you can't be, it's fucked up. When you black, you can't be overly black.
They smart as hell, bro. These motherfuckers are smart as fuck. Bro.
Those brilliant bastards, nigga, pick up a copy.
Man, these motherfuckers, bro. They go get a black woman to defend them. Come on, bro.
I know,
No, she the prosecutor.
No, she the prosecutor.
Oh, she the prosecutor.
But still, she go be in a fucked up position.
I don't think
Yes,
so.
she is.
No, it's just
so.
like in politics. It's just like how let's take a look at the Obama presidency, right? With Obama being black, it was still shit that Hillary could say that he couldn't say because she white. Like she can be an advocate for black people when you're not black, but when you black, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna get through back in your face, nigga. It's gonna end up being a problem.
Everything.
Then they go get off on the technicality because they go say that she was on some shit.
Well, but that goes without saying. I mean, I'm sure she didn't make it this far in the game without having to wiggle her way out of some shit anyway. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we've been getting shit thrown in our face since we got slapped on the ass.
I mean, you got to remember too, though. Fucking Clarence, what's the nigga name? Clarence Thomas. He's a Supreme Court judge, so you can get to places and still be fucked up.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he fucked up.
I mean, yeah.
Right, so you can still make it. And he went to the highest court.
But that's what I'm saying. She just need to go in that motherfucker and do her job, period. Yeah. You know what I mean, like I said it before many moons ago. Do we really need black Republicans? I think so. Yeah. You know what I mean? Do we need black Democrats? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because I would like for us to be on the side, or either side of the fence. You know, we need that balance just like the rest of the world need that fucking balance. But just because you're a black Republican don't make you a motherfucking Uncle Tom is what I'm saying.
Right. I feel you. Hey, hold on. He just sent me the picture. All right, so her name is Joyette Holmes. All right, that's the prosecutor. Let me see. She is a Republican. Term many of you. She was appointed by the governor. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I got a picture of her. I don't know, can't tell. She kind of look like Anita Hill and shit. Now that I mentioned Clarence Thomas, she kind of look like Anita Hill and shit with the pubic hairs on her Coca-Cola cup. Can and shit. Y'all remember that shit?
Man, that's terrible.
That nigga was out here sexually harassing the fuck out of motherfuckers. All right, anyway.
So you say the governor appointed her?
Yeah, well, you know, all DAs and prosecutors and shit, you know, they appointed. Yeah, so, Angry Principal just checked in. What up, though? He said they will get a light sentence. The public outrage caused their arrest, but the system will give them a slap on the wrist. And that's what you're saying. Yeah.
That's what I said.
That's what you're saying. And more money just
I
like...
hope not. I think gonna throw the book at their ass. See,
Yeah.
They don't throw the book at white people.
They don't?
No.
Never?
Last time a white person got the book thrown at.
Yeah. And look, if it's premeditated though, if they can prove that, like Georgia has a death penalty. I wonder what that happened.
Hell no.
How crazy would that be though?
Man, hell no.
Hey, would we celebrate that though?
Probably with our dumb asses, but we would.
Yeah, then we were trying to invite the prosecutor to the barbecue.
get her some bumpies. Get her
some bumps and shit. We so fucking weak sometimes.
They fuck around and execute them white boys, man. White people gonna ride. And then ain't shit we can do about they riding. Yeah. Obviously.
Right. Damn. I don't know, man. Serious conversation though. It's after 11. I don't want to have it no more. I'm emotionally drained. I skipped the whole weekend trying not to do this fucking show. And then when we came on today, if you caught the beginning, shit, you could see it. Like I was all hyped, trying to bring the energy. Now I was like, dog, I don't even want to do this shit. But I am though after the show.
Man.
It's necessary. After the show though, I am unfortunately, I'm gonna watch the video. I'm gonna go ahead and watch it, and see. But any last minute comments, man? Hit me in the comment box. Rita said, inbox me. We really need to talk about setting this up. Oh, she's serious about this shit.
Oh, what?
Setting up the safe haven and shit. I think we gonna have our own pockets of that shit.
I mean,
everybody can't be together.
You
so
have to keep that shit under the radar. They put too many of us in the place, man, and they gonna swear we terrorists.
Duh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
just like
I tell Monk all the time, with this with the Black Boy Scout he trying to set up, you're gonna have to be careful about what you teach, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I would love to teach, like me and Kodak was talking, love to teach the kids, how to use firearms and shit.
And which is necessary. And me and like I said, me and Bo was talking about that on the other show yesterday.
Yeah, but
it's very necessary.
It is, but
because it's about changing the narrative of what gun ownership is.
You're gonna have to dot your eyes and cross the shit out of those T's.
They cross the shit out the bitches.
Yeah, because you got to think if you got kids somewhere and you teaching them firearms, obviously they're gonna have to have a firearm in their hand. Yeah. It don't have to be loaded or anything, but to the outside eye, that's not gonna look like we're just teaching them a craft.
And so real talk, real quick. I just want to mention this the interview that we watched yesterday. It was Candace Owens, but it was the dude I told you earlier was Maj Toure, and he said he made an analogy that was so motherfucking on point that I got to restate it now since we're talking about guns and kids. If you got a last minute comment, go ahead, hit me in the comment box right now. We will read it live on the air. But what he said was back in the 80s, 90s or whatever, we had that strong teen pregnancy epidemic and shit, right? He was like what did they do then? So she I don't know, tell me. So he was like, they didn't ban sex. Like you didn't stop motherfuckers from fucking. He's like, so basically what you did was you educated them about sex and premarital sex and sex education and safe sex and shit and all this stuff, and then the numbers decline. So he said if you look at guns the same way, like you should handle it the same way. So instead of trying to ban guns, just educate motherfuckers on how to use them, and then the numbers will go down.
Nah,
that makes perfect sense to me. Because by you saying no, you are completely taking away from what Monk trying to do.
No,
so yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You can't compare sex to gunfire. Sex is enjoyable. Gunfire, you die.
But educating the safe use is what bring the numbers down. If you don't agree with that, then you don't agree with what Monk trying to do.
You can't say that.
Dog, you can't.
I can't.
Explain how that worked.
I just did.
This nigga fuck with me. I ain't fuck with him, dog.
I just did, dog.
It's a perfect analogy, nigga. I don't give a fuck how you try to
it's
get
an
perfect.
analogy, but I wouldn't call it a perfect one. I mean, I understand.
So you don't agree that educating people on the safe use of firearms won't decrease?
No.
It won't.
You just showing them how to use it now.
Right. If you know how to use it safely, you won't kill somebody by accident.
No, now I know how to kill a motherfucker.
So what's the point of what Monk doing?
I mean, I get what he's saying.
When you just said that, you just said it was you and Kodak Lee said it.
I get what he's doing, but that's not a perfect analogy to sex.
It is a perfect analogy, nigga.
No, it is not.
The education brought down the numbers. Awareness brought down the numbers, nigga. This is the same. That is
no. Now
if you got a last minute comment, man, go ahead and hit me in the comment box.
I ain't even gonna argue with dog. I ain't even gonna argue with dog.
Now you just showed a crazy motherfucker how to kill somebody. So that's why I say it's not a perfect analogy.
Hey, this nigga Republican.
You just show
This
the
nigga Republican,
You
man.
just show the crazy motherfucker how to kill him.
This nigga fake ass Republican. Hit me in the comment box, dog. If you got
I mean, if you gonna give an analogy, give a different one than sex.
That's perfect though. It's not sex. It's the see here you go. with
But
this
you
shit.
just said it was.
It's about the education bringing down the motherfucking risk factor. If you're educated on how to safely use a gun, like so, this is my thing. Like for us and a lot of people in the inner city and shit, your first contact with guns and shit like that has a negative connotation and shit, right? Like you see a gun for the first time, a criminal probably have it and shit, or somebody who obtained it illegally. White people and shit, they learning how to hunt early on and shit. They become comfortable with guns and shit. Like we look at guns in the black community is like taboo. It's for criminals and shit and for motherfuckers who ain't supposed to have them. Like if you change that narrative, then the numbers will go down. The education of something brings down the motherfucking numbers, just like it did with teen pregnancy. When they start educating these women on how to take care of themselves, this nigga. When they educated these women on birth control and shit like that, it brought down the risk of teen pregnancy, right? So the education on guns is gonna be the same thing that brings down those numbers. This nigga is looking at me so intensely, dog. I don't even want to finish talking this shit, bro.
I'm just listening to you, bro.
I know, but I see you on some bullshit, though.
I'm not on some bullshit.
You about to be, man.
I mean, but everything is on that fence, man. Everything is that fine line. I'm not saying what he's saying isn't
perfect
true,
analogy,
but I wouldn't call it a perfect analogy.
I think it's a perfect analogy. My man Brock said if black people start going to buy guns and mass gun laws in masses, gun laws will pass immediately. That's for sure.
Immediately.
Venus agreed
Dave
with it.
Chappelle said that shit too.
Venus agreed with it.
Yeah. What she agree with?
She said that's right, Angry Man.
She talking about some old shit. Gotta be, because she said yes because they teach their kids.
Man,
So she can't be agreeing with you for real now on that shit.
No.
Because we're talking about teaching our kids.
Compare it to something else, man. Don't compare it to
Compare it to
fucking-
what then?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
It's not a tough one. It's a perfect analogy. Hit me in the comment box if you got a last minute comment, goddammit.
It ain't
All right. Got time for this shit.
Because motherfuckers still having kids and motherfuckers are still dying.
Yeah, but the rates is lower though.
Where?
Everywhere, nigga.
Everywhere.
Teen pregnancy is not an epidemic like it used to be.
What?
What, motherfucker? It's not.
When was the last high school graduation you've been to?
Hit me in the comment box. You got the last minute comments. We going around the block one last time. I'm not fucking with this nigga, man.
They pass out diplomas in a motherfucking baby care package at these motherfuckers now.
This nigga, man. No, last minute sentiments on the way out, angry man. This nigga.
Last minute, angry man.
Right, last minute, motherfucker.
Well, shit. I can't help it if I got a lot to say. But, this is just another one of those things, bro. You know what I mean? It's another one of those things where shit keep happening to us, and we definitely got to figure something out.
Yeah.
What that is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something we got to, it's kind of hard to put in words, man, because, we try to talk about it, like Monk say, we try to take the light off of it, we try to shed light on it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this shit is real, man. And they still just killing us in the street.
Yeah.
They doing everything but hanging us from the trees still. You know what I mean? And Lord forbid, we don't even know if that's still happening.
That's right.
I mean,
we just don't know. Yeah,
you know
we just
what I mean?
don't know.
Look at all of the.
IG Live, y'all about to cut off, man. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, IG. But my thing is, if they felt that comfortable with just riding up on somebody and just blasting them, like that, and that's no different. It's kind of like y'all shut down, and I don't want to call it a full-blown culture, but y'all shut down the Bloods and the Crips for doing drive-bys. That's exactly what you just did.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all put so much light on our shit, but then you turn around and do the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They threw how many motherfuckers are in jail just for doing a simple drive-by and maybe not killed nobody. I didn't mean to call it simple.
Right. I know what you're saying, though. Yeah.
But doing a drive-by and may not have killed nobody, but got 40 fucking years just for having a gun and firing it.
Mm-hmm.
And here, you just ride up on somebody clear on videotape. You know what I'm saying? And 4 months later, we still trying to figure out if we going to have a jury trial, this trial, that
Right.
trial. Like, goddamn.
Right,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? If that's the case, you might as well empty out half of these motherfucking prisons then.
Right.
But you know, it's fucked up, and you know, will we overcome? I don't think so.
Never.
I don't think so. No, it's not, I don't think so. It's not going to change until, I hate to say it, I say it all the time, until the big man upstairs hit the reset button.
Yeah.
Period. It's not going to, if it hasn't changed by now, and I think it haven't even slowed down. You know, now these motherfuckers are killing us on social media, nigga.
Yeah.
They recording this shit and letting us fucking know we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, look at what we doing to y'all.
All right.
I mean, what is it gonna take for you motherfuckers to calm the fuck down? Then, like you said, when we stand up and just uprise on your ass, now we gonna be terrorists.
Yeah, we gonna be terrorists then. Yeah.
It's a fucked up situation, man.
Yeah, very fucked up.
That's why we should get our kids, teach our kids early, just like they do. You know what I'm saying? Teach our kids how to break down guns. Teach our kids how to clean guns. Teach our kids how to shoot guns. Teach our kids how to hunt. You know what I'm saying? Not use a gun for just dumb shit in the street. Show them what guns are useful. Like that. Like the whole thing I want to bring to the fucking table is that for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like educate them on weaponry, and not just weaponry, on other things also. But let that be known that shit gonna be out there too, because it happens every day in their neighborhood.
Right, but
why can't we?
But the
now,
difference
if that boy went to my camp, he would have drawn down on them and thumped them all. I promise you.
I know. I agree. I talk shit and joke about it. I agree totally 100%. But the thing that frightens me is how they're going to come at us once they find out that's what we're teaching our kids. Mm-hmm. You know, because now
that's the risk we got to take.
Yeah, but now we're going to become the new Black Panther Party.
That's the risk we got to take.
Versus the white race, and because a white guy told me this, versus the white race, he even said it. They can hide behind the fact that they're hunters in the area they live in. Mm-hmm. You know, they like, okay, I'll give you a prime example. Take the UP versus Detroit. Mm-hmm. And we was talking about how the UP don't want to be a part of Detroit because of the gun laws. Yeah. You know what I mean? They live in open land. They live in the forest area. They live out there, so technically to them a gun is necessary, because when they outside and a big-ass buffalo run up in their backyard, they have to shoot it. Yeah. You know, you have to kill it. They have to do whatever. Mm-hmm. But because, you know, we got crime here, and I agree with you saying, Monk, but my thing is, if we do it, and I know you're going to do it, because you do whatever you say you're going to do, let's find a way, once you do it, shut it down. What I mean by shut it down, be discreet about it. Because I would hate for, you know, the law to come in and turn us into terrorists. Because automatically, that's how they're going to look at us.
I feel you, but then, like, fuck it. Okay. I mean, because, okay. But then we just got to be fucking terrorists.
I mean, if everybody,
at the point,
I mean, if everybody's down to do it, let's get it done.
Yeah, I mean, but obviously everybody's not gonna be.
But I'm just saying that's gonna be the issue. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna be a real problem, and we're gonna have to find a way before we start doing this to make sure Bo, Kodak Lee. I mean, if it's two people that can give
Raha Sura.
Yeah, if anybody that can give us the insight on the legal way to do this to protect ourselves, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking a lot of shit and joking, but that's what I'm talking about. Because I would love for my kids to know how to work a firearm. Yeah, because I want to have more firearm in the house. Yeah. And only way I will feel comfortable with it is if they know the damage it'll do. Yeah. They know how to use it. Right. You know what I mean? They know they're not supposed to use it. I mean, I would love that. Yeah. But to get together in one place, a bunch of black people with guns, man. And, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, but you understand what I'm saying, though, right?
It's a disaster way to happen, huh?
Yeah. I mean, not an disaster. Not to
not
them.
For us. Yeah, for them. Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine a white motherfucker ride up and we out in the middle of the field and we got a bunch of kids out here aiming at targets?
Same way we would look at their ass if they was doing the shit. But you know what? It don't stop them from doing it.
I mean, but you know why? That's that white privilege shit.
I feel you.
I think Keanu Reeves go through a whole motherfucking obstacle shooting motherfuckers, bro. Yeah. I mean, he went through a whole obstacle for fucking 45 minutes going through that bitch letting off shots. Yeah. Come on, bro.
Venus she said, that's it, angry man. That's it. God will definitely reset though. We are oppressed for sure. It's not biblical times, but we are the people of Israel for sure. Country is actually resetting now. We go figure it out though. Black people go figure it out. We always figure it out, but fuck that. I'm tired of figuring. It's time to start taking shit.
That's the thing. I'm
talking about. Taking shit.
We always know the answers. We don't, but we don't do shit about it.
Yeah, we do. We tell it to the wrong motherfuckers. We give away the playbook so much it's unreal. And
What money, man? You got some last words on the way out, bro?
No, man, we got to just stay strong, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here. It's been hard on us for the longest, bro.
Yeah,
And at some point, we have to get it together, bro.
yeah,
And I always say, no, ain't no light gonna shed onto this shit, bro. I always say that shit, bro. Like I don't see no light at the end of the tunnel because the people that we deal with on a regular day-to-day basis, that's our people.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy the way you think. Like I don't understand how we don't fucking just. It can't happen. I don't understand how it can't happen, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we supposed to be a strong race and all this shit. Well, come on, let's get strong then. What the fuck is the problem?
What the fuck is the problem, man?
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is the problem? Let's do this shit, bro.
they scared to lose to good, clean white
we
folk
hear
or
about this
something.
shit on a day-to-day basis, bro. This shit happens day to day, bro.
Yeah,
Somebody just fucking running down on us and killing us, police, random white folks. It's just crazy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's obvious. And you like, if they do get a slap on the wrist, it's gonna be fucked up because they're just proving it. It's just proving it. Like we always know the fucking answers, bro, but don't do shit about it, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I really think motherfuckers need to come together, like for real. And I say this shit time and time again. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's a must though. It's the only way we can get some change, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We organize our shit just like they organize their shit, bro.
yeah.
And whatever they gonna do behind that, call us a fucking terrorist, call us whatever you want,
And that's
bro.
just what it is.
It's just what it is, bro.
For sure.
We
Yeah.
gotta get it out here. We gotta get it out here. You know
I
what I mean?
feel you.
Like, cause if we don't, dog, we doomed, bro.
Damn, that's a powerful word, dude. On that tip, dog, I certainly agree with you and shit. Venus said we have to figure it out first, though. We can't act recklessly. I feel you on that. But I think that like my last words on the way out is simply this. I think that we in a tough position because as black people, especially black people coming up in the inner city, this is the thing. I talked about this yesterday, but I think we all have a sense of survival just because of where we from. Now, where we change the narrative though is that we got to start looking at survival for the long run and for the bigger picture. Our survival has always been day to day. We got to get past that. So this education on guns and this education on how the laws work around you and how you need to work around the laws. That's the survival that sets you up for the long run, and that's the survival that we got to kick into. That's a hard narrative to change, especially with shit like this happening. But like that's the narrative that got to change, and that's where we got to refocus to try to get that survival on a grander scale. You know what I'm saying?
But Venus said something about I got into a heated argument with somebody about this, about Malcolm and Martin.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about how we don't have speakers like them now.
Yeah.
And like I said, I could be wrong. I want both of y'all to give me your honest opinion on this, dog, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I said Malcolm and Martin failed one way. They didn't take a page from the Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is the Muslims don't get in bed with white folks.
Yeah.
Those two guys did.
Yeah.
And I think that led to their demise.
Mm-hmm.
Because by getting in bed with a white folk and you trying to do the things that you're trying to do, all they're going to do is set you up for the overplay of the underlay or find a way to grab you by the balls to control you, to control your people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Muslims, is whatever they come up with, you would die trying to retrieve their information.
Right.
They don't tell nobody shit.
Yeah.
You just look up and you see 1,000 motherfuckers standing there and you see Farrakhan about to give a speech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what he's going to talk about, shit, probably half his staff don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But versus us and those two, they told these people this shit. They trusted these motherfuckers. And a lot of black people are not willing to go that fucking far.
Yeah.
You know, the Muslims said, fuck it. Fuck y'all. I ain't telling you shit. You come over here, we busting your motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
We over here, don't come over here.
Don't come over here. Right.
Versus us, we try to wiggle our way through that. Like, it's kind of like, to relate to your young kids, it's kind of like what Tupac said he tried to do.
Yeah.
He tried to enter that world to change them people, and that led to his demise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Muslims, they fixed their own shit, and they kept it that way.
Yeah.
We don't want your help. We got our black lawyers.
Yeah.
We'll take care of our own community. We don't need your drugs. We don't need your nothing. We don't need none of that.
Right. We got our own drugs.
Yeah. We don't need none of that. We don't need nothing from you.
Yeah.
Versus, on the other side, They'll throw us a grand or something, throw us a okay, thank you. Now they got you by the fucking balls.
Yeah.
Or you try to enter their world or bring your world into their world to try to fix some shit, and then, we got you by the balls now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's the part that's gonna, find out who's really down and who ain't really down.
Oh, for sure.
Because a lot of people ain't willing to let go of that because they found, obviously they kill black people.
Yeah, for sure. That's a given.
You know what I'm saying? They kill black people, but the thing of it is that look at the ones they killed. They killed the ones that really got in bed with their ass.
Yeah.
You ain't fuck with these motherfuckers over here because you ain't got nothing on me.
You got nothing on.
You ain't got nothing on me. You can't say shit to me. So if you come over here, I'm busting your motherfucking ass.
I mean, in they defense, like I said, I guess this is kind of off the subject, and we did this at noon and shit, but I think that in their defense, possibly, I think it's that they saw the ways of the Muslims to be kind of restricted. So I think they knew the risk of getting in bed with white folks and shit, but I think that they thought this was gonna be the avenue they needed to get to make a more major movement. But I guess it depends on what you call a major movement, though.
No, but to piggyback off what you just said earlier, we gotta let it go.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I said they're going to look at us as terrorists, and you was like, fuck it, we got to do what we got to do.
We got to do, so same
they
thing.
They did what the fuck they had to do, and look at them now. Ain't nobody fucking with them. Nobody is fucking with them.
But like when you look at like the Black Panthers and shit, it's like how when we finally do get some shit together, then it's still a way within the laws to demonize shit. And that's because I have to let people know, like even when they talking about law enforcement and laws and all that shit and government. I mean, the only thing you really got to do is keep in mind is that the laws and law enforcement had always been produced to keep a foot on your neck and shit. That's why laws was invented. You know what I'm saying? So just like what we take for granted is like loitering laws and shit. Those laws were just put in place because after they freed the slaves and shit, they knew that the slaves they didn't know how to do shit, so they was just gonna be hanging around. So then loitering allowed them to put them back in jail. And once, in the motherfucking amendments and shit, that once you a prisoner, you can basically be a slave if they want you to be. So like that shit has been a vicious cycle the whole time. So like when you keep that in mind and shit, it's like I understand the desire to kind of work the system from within and shit. Because I mean we've been taught that. I mean that's how they infiltrated, with the COINTELPRO and shit. That's how they infiltrated the Black Panthers in the first place. So that idea of getting involved and then trying to work it from the inside is not a foreign idea. And I can't say it's always a bad idea. Like I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can't say either, right? It's kind of in between and shit. I don't know that.
It's like Monk said. This shit all the motherfucking time. If we take care of our own shit, a lot of these problems go away. Yeah. Like, and then, because like I said, I was joking earlier talking shit, but to keep it real. To keep it real. Like you said, if we do educate all these motherfuckers in our community, you know what I mean? Now we're not giving them motherfuckers a reason to come there. Yeah. If they come there, they just patrolling, riding through. Yeah. Now we making these black kids, little young black kids aware. Like, I'm pretty sure me and you and a lot of other people that's listening, but me and you mostly because we went to all white predominantly colleges. Mm-hmm. We got to a point where, oh shit, well, I ain't going over there.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
How many times have you had that motherfucking cat on your team, on your school that's like, no, we ain't going over there. Fuck that, I'm going anyway. Now you looking for shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? I ain't looking for nothing. You have the right to go over there, but does that make it right for you to be there? Because you know what that type of shit is like over there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody want to live in a nice neighborhood. Everybody want to live in with the big houses. That's when we need to start making our own motherfucking big houses and big communities. And,
right. Our own fucking utopia.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it.
Our own Idlewild.
At some point.
Growing food, grow our own shit, man. This epidemic right here is just telling us, bro, all this shit is just telling us what we need to do, bro.
I talk shit about him.
Right about now, nigga. They fucking with our food and everything, bro. Like, come on.
I talk shit about that city so motherfucking much. But every time I stand outside and look at it, I'm like, damn.
They got it figured out.
They will not go outside of that bitch, nigga.
Yeah. And they can both say I agree 100% with your statement, Angry Man. Venus said we're reaping benefits though they got for us and they gave their lives for it. The only thing is they don't push us to open up businesses. Bo said one thing is for sure, 400 years of prayers didn't fucking work. So that's not a strategy going forward. That nigga is adamant about that shit.
I mean, it's Pac said it. You know, that generation acts, the next generation need to take.
Yeah. Venus said, I disagree with Angry Man. It wasn't about who they slept with. No, when you said in bed with him, you don't mean like fucking them.
I mean,
you mean like
doing business.
Doing business with him. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Right, yeah. All right, man, look, this has been a deep-ass conversation.
That was funny.
I know that was funny, dog. We've been rapping for a minute, man. It's time to get up out of here, though. Man, I want to thank everybody who checked us out on IG Live. Everybody checked us out on YouTube and everywhere else we at. Make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. And congratulations to the whole squad, dog. We did reach 300 subscribers yesterday.
Yeah.
So shout to the whole squad, dog. E-Block Radio Podcast Network is in the building, man. So that's E-Block Radio, Shy versus Everybody, Pimpin' the Pros, and Beers, Bourbon, Whiskey Podcast, man. We are deep in this bitch, and we like the fucking death row of podcasts. Nigga, I ain't gonna tell you motherfuckers no more.
We like E40. We ain't getting no motherfucking love, though.
No, it's all good. Shit, we gonna take that shit.
We independent, baby.
Right, we independent, nigga. Yo, on that note, man, we up out of here, dog. Again, I want to thank y'all for checking us out. It is Monday, man, the start of your week. Some people went back to work and shit this week, so that's cool. Make sure you do slide down. Get some carry out from the Easy Street Saloon this Friday, man, May 15th. Pull up, call in, get your carry out order, man. Get back to the best smokehouse food in the motherfucking city. You feel me?
Chicken wings, dog.
Chicken wings.
Sure.
On that note, we up out here, man. Whatever you do and shit between now and Wednesday, man, just arrive alive, dog. Till the next time, you already know what it is. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet.
That'll be Earth, cuz.
Straight from the E-Block Radio live on your dial right this moment, man. I got my man Angry Man in the building.
Black folks, learn how to keep a secret.
My man Buck Buddy holding it down.
Yes, sir.
And of course, man, it's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. Peace out, y'all.
Yep.
Peace. Damn, nigga, it's 11.
The livest cloud radio show on the planet. E-Block Radio.